So I have some important Hurricane Milton updates. I've been following along this storm on my Substack. It's mesoscalenews.com, where you can subscribe and get all my detailed analysis from the past several years. It rapidly intensified last night from a Category 1 hurricane into now a Category 5 with maximum wind speeds of 175 miles per hour. This is like Hurricane Katrina level strength. And it still has 2 days before it even gets to the Tampa Bay area. The reason that this is going to be so dangerous for Tampa is because they're not used to A, getting major storms, and B, when they do, they're usually headed from south to north, and so they run parallel along the coastline, which means that the real brutal parts of the storm, the real violent parts of the storm, aren't being tossed against the shoreline in a perpendicular fashion. So think of it as like a car accident where you drive into somebody who's moving parallel to you versus hitting a brick wall head on. This is going from west to east. The good thing about that, at least for the people of North Carolina and Tennessee, is that with its track and with its small size, it's unlikely to subject any inland areas to the kind of torrential rains that Hurricane Helene brought just a few weeks ago. But the bad thing of that is that an area that has not gotten a major hurricane ever, or at least in the last, since 1851 when we began tracking hurricane records, perpendicular with a major hurricane. They've had Ian in 2022, they had Charlie in 2004, and they had the 1921 Tampa Bay hurricane, which was a little more eastward, but the shoreline was not nearly as developed back then in 1921, 103 years ago. So this poses a serious safety risk. There's already evacuation orders in place, mandatory from, I think, zones A through D. You should probably just leave if you're anywhere near the coast or a waterway that connects to the coast, and be safe. I have a lot of friends down there who are in the way. It sucks that such a dumb-sounding name is going to be such a torrential and record-breaking monster hurricane, but Milton is going to be one of those storms that defines the history of the area. So heed the warnings from the experts and stay safe.